let's take our boy Travis Hunter for an example. Now, he's from the Atlanta, Georgia area, but if you look at him, according to most black women, they might not think that he's the most attractive guy out there. It's not that I'm saying this, that's what they're saying, and we'll get into that. So Travis Hunter might have tried to holler at the baddies in the black community, but was getting turned down. But then again, he came across this chick by the name of Leanne. He got at her on Instagram. Then she was like, well, he's not my type. But guess what? There are other things that a man can do to make a woman his type. And so he ended up getting her as a girlfriend long term. Now, they were in high school when he didn't have any money. They were living together then. And once he started getting rich, he took care of her. And now it seems like she's about to cash in because he's about.
Oh, here we go. This is what everybody's up in arms about. They saying she didn't like him at first, until she found out who he was, and like, okay, this guy's a star athlete. He's going to college, and then I don't see anything wrong with it. It's all on him. He got to vet this woman. This is naturally what women do.
So yeah, amen to that, Mr. X. Can't be mad at the player. What they say, don't hate the player, hate the game. She doing what she's supposed to do. Yeah, she said, oh, you accomplished. You made something of yourself. You are ranked high amongst your peers. She said, come on, get yourself something cool to drink. And like you said, HQ, it's up to him to, now we riding that crazy train. It's up to him to vet, and he failing.
I thought he said something in my high school, right?
You didn't call.
That's so you going somewhere. She didn't know him.
So they met in high school at a party where when she initially met him, she said she wasn't feeling him. But then like she heard through the grapevine, going through school that he was like a star athlete and he was going to college. So she did leave high school. She's been traveling with him as he goes to schools playing for colleges. She's been his girlfriend throughout this whole time. That's why he's so protective of her.
I don't see anything wrong with it then.
Well, people are upset at the fact that she said she was not attracted to him till she found out he would probably be a millionaire one day. And it is what it is. Like she was his girlfriend. At the end of the day, they saying he's not the most attractive man. So they saying if he was working at Wendy's, he wouldn't get these kind of women. That's what the women are saying.
That's an observable reality. O'Shea on to something, brother. Yeah, he on to something with that. It is what it is. Yeah, I agree.
It's one of the cases of I knew he was feeling me in high school, and let me see what he about right now. And then I find out, he doing big things. So let me go on over there and see if he really like me still. And he really liked me. So let me go on over there and do my thing. Amen. That's all that is. She knew it's a different story if I just popped out of the blue and I was a Drea and I just popped out of the blue. She knew the boy in high school. She knew he was ugly then. She knew he was ugly now.
Now understand the context. So yes, she met him in high school. With that, initially meeting him in high school, she wasn't giving him no play. She left him on red. He was probably talking to himself in her messenger. And then via word of mouth, the grapevine, they was like, hey, that Hunter dude, the kind of funny looking brother? He projected to go to the NFL and make millions of dollars. She said, kidding. So like we saying, the game is the game. Respect it. He, as a man, need to not be kuda whipped and be like, what is this I'm engaging in?
But he understands where he understands that he's known her. She knew him. It's a different story if she just said in high school every time she saw him, she started barking and shit like that. But that's not what happened. So she just wasn't her type. She's not attractive either. So I don't, she ain't all that neither. So you believe that they can stay together, and at the very least, if they do go separate ways, it won't be ugly. It'll be cordial.
or they gonna stay together and go the distance. That's what you're saying. You're saying that it ain't gonna come down the line where we find out she hunching on somebody else and breaking his heart and serving them black pills. You don't think that's gonna happen?
More than likely, he gonna be hunching on somebody else. Soon as the other women find out how ugly fade away with the green stuff on the forehead. Yeah, it's gonna be plenty of women throwing themselves at it. Let's let it run its course.
She's gonna get some competition, and I'm gonna tell you right now, she ain't gonna cut the mustard, because as soon as she signed that NFL contract, like these groupies are professionals, man. They are gonna get him, and there are some baddies out here. Like if he thinks that is bad from North Gwinnett, let's talk about, the Bay, or, somewhere out in California, Santa Barbara. I'm sure, you know what I mean? Those Mexican girls are more exotic than the ones in North Gwinnett County.
They're going to be Dreas waiting for him. They're going to be even more Dreas waiting for him.
So she's going to have to. She's going to have to step it up. From this look right here, this right here going to have to go away.
Look.
Yeah. This
she said the wrong thing, so now she knows she said the wrong thing.
Yeah, it's open season.
Gonna be waiting in the wings, so she need to step that game up, because this look is
listen.
They're gonna be like, I think you fine right off the rip. They gonna play right into his ego.
Not so fast.
To marry her, and he pulled up on the podcast and talked about it.
There's really no bad part about being famous.
Well, you gotta knock off the scratchiness though.
He don't know what no scratching is. Hey, don't give my dog in trouble.
I'm not gonna give him trouble. I'm saying,
my man felt like he looked like he was in trouble after the last game. Don't give my dog in trouble now.
Trust me, nobody got to worry about that. Everybody know in the world I love my girl. So.
But then he revealed this.
I love my woman. When I take a picture with a girl, I make sure my hand is in the front. Then you can see both of my hands. I'm not that close to you. It's a routine, and I make sure I only take pictures with females when she's around.
So if you guys hear that, he revealed the fact that, listen, I love my girl. I don't take any pictures with other women unless my girl is around, and my hands are clearly going to be visible. Now, this is pretty interesting because Travis Hunter is most likely going to win the Heisman, and of course, he's going to fit this bill that all black men who are going to get rich in the NFL are dating a white or non-black woman.
The brands most of the time want proximity to whiteness. So that means whatever the brand wants, they're going to get. And especially when you have managers and agents who are like money driven and who know they're going to get that 3 to 5% cut off of that athlete, they're going to encourage the athlete to date a white woman. They're going to encourage that athlete to date women who are very, very light skinned and also have a very classy persona on social media, because that's what brands are going to pay the most money for. Because a lot of times when you have athletes, especially who come from like predominantly black communities and a lot of times low income communities, and this is kind of like their golden ticket out of the hood, if that makes sense, they're going to do whatever it takes to get that money, especially when there's millions of dollars on the line and they're not used to money. So think about it. A lot of these athletes, this is their golden ticket out. This is their golden ticket to the life that they've been dreaming of for them and their family. So if they have to be in a proximity to whiteness to get millions of dollars, they're going to do it. And their agents, their managers, everyone on their team is going to push them towards that.
And other women have talked about this in its entirety.
I often have conversations with all type of men, black men, white men, just a conversation, just so I can understand how they think or just get their perspective on things. So what they say is black women nag. They are ratchet. They want to argue. And a man just wants to lay his hat where he find peace. That means he just wants to be in a peaceful place. But some African-American women said, you don't bring no peace to my household, so why would I give you peace? Makes sense to me. So with us all being said, it is per the individual, it's pro your choices. I would date a Caucasian man. I would date a Hispanic man. I will date whoever brings me happiness and whoever treats me right. It ain't about race to me.
Now, you see that last sister, she said, listen, I don't really have a problem with a black man dating whoever he wants to date. It's his option, because for me, I would date who I want to date. But clearly, a lot of black women on its own site on Instagram had a big problem with Travis Hunter showing so much respect and loyalty to a non-black woman. And we're going to go into it right here. This first Person goes, any woman who makes your moment about her doesn't deserve to have you. It's only going to get worse. Another person goes, just know that she's not with you for your looks. I'm just saying, and I meant every word. Now stop the show. I really want to focus on this.
And there you go. We talk about that all the time. That's kind of what's wrong with modern women. Y'all shouldn't be focused on a man's look. This man is clearly a provider, a protector, all these things. And they out here talk about what this man look like. He's 6'2", 190 pounds, six pack. And they, look at his face. He don't look like Tyson Bedford. Where we at?
Tell the truth. Come on, man. If he did look like Tyson Bedford, he most likely wouldn't have that humble mentality. Tell the truth, shame the devil, man. It is what it is. The dots always connect. And we say that there is a place for, brutish, not so handsome looking men. That man ain't supposed to be cute, god dang it. It is egregious. But the guy, like Gavin said, he accomplished, he got manners, he's a nice guy. And nice guys finish last. He need a nice woman. That woman got a whole sleeve up her arm. That is a weathered woman to some degree. My gosh. They in college, she got a whole sleeve. Talk to me, man. That's a lot. She gonna run circles around that brother. It appears he too nice for her. My mama would tell that brother, don't mess with her. You can't do nothing with her, baby. Leave her alone. She gonna run circles around you. Shout out to my mama. We can't do nothing.
We can't. We need to leave them alone. You know why we need to leave them alone? Because this is just a blink. This is just a blink in the beginning of his career. It's going to be a blink in his career. The minute he signed the paperwork, the minute he get that contract, he gonna need a glove to catch all that snatch running his way. And she just gonna be another person in the dust, especially if she don't have no children. So we making a big deal out of the first relationship this little boy done had. Don't mean nothing because it's too many of them. The world is full of beautiful women.
See, that's why you
the world is full of beautiful women. If you think just because he look semi not like a normal everyday dude that it's gonna stop these gold diggers out here, that it's gonna stop the Dreas of the world, y'all done lost your mind. Wait till they get to Miami or someplace like that. She gonna have to have a back, please. She gonna have to have a back.
That don't make the situation no better. It really
don't. Get nothing out of him. He too young. She
let me see this. Let me
say having a good time. Leave that girl alone. Let her have a good time.
I'll say men's issue is not the fact that she's going to serve him a black pill and leave him. Men's problem is that they see him with this woman who's not qualified to be with him, and they know he's about to come into this money, and he is going to be attracted to more beautiful women. So they're trying to tell. So they're telling him, don't marry this woman, have kids, knowing that you are going to find much more beautiful women down the road. And it's going to be inevitable. Then you're going to have to pay her. And they're trying to stop him from marrying and knocking her up, but you're going to have to pay her. So don't even do it.
Raquel, do you understand what I'm saying to them?
I do, but I y'all have to watch the videos. You and Mr. Walker probably haven't seen the cringy videos they've been putting out. Right. She's clearly light years ahead of him, HQ. Like she already she already knew, she already knew his potential before he knew his potential. That's what she come off like. And she serves him a lot.
When did they get together? When they were young?
They have a real young relationship where they're like really stuck on each other. Right. Like your college boyfriend. Remember how y'all just did everything together? Y'all ate y'all McDonald's fries with the ketchup together at the same time. Y'all hit up Wendy's for the little junior bacon cheeseburger, and y'all was eating them in the cold.
That Mama told you she wasn't no good girl. And Mama told you she wasn't no good girl, and what did you do?
But that's what I'm saying, and that's kind of like my thing. If this was my son, he's from North Gwinnett, so he got parents kind of like me. Like we kept him in the sports program, we kept him a tutor, we kept him under our wing, you know, like he's gonna be a good boy. So what I would be saying to my son is, this is a cute promise ring. We're not going to get her pregnant until well after the wedding, right? Like, so we're thinking like maybe, you know, that at least this is what I would be encouraging, you know, oh, it's cool. This, you know, I'm taking it serious, but I ain't really taking it serious.
But
you know
if
what I mean?
you start dogging her, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, I don't think I would take the approach to dog her, but I would make sure that he knows that, you know, those tattoos, that would be something me and him would already have been having a conversation about why this isn't first pick. And I would totally be telling him, like, bro, if you think that you had the best girl in high school, if you think that you mess with the best girls in college, imagine the Victoria's Secret models you can pull once you sign that NFL contract. It wouldn't even be about her. It would be about all of the things that she's going to interrupt, you know, your contracts.
You wouldn't dog her out, because that makes people dig right in and stay right there.
Well, and I think that's Dion's approach.
I'll say this. I'll say he don't know what he don't know. So I think he truly is in love with the woman. It's just the fact that he don't have anything to compare this experience to, which he will do later in life. It's inevitable. So he met this woman, and you know, at 17, he gonna come into millions of dollars, be on the road away from her for weeks at a time, and all this temptation.
So leave it alone. Like
Russell Wilson.
So leave it alone. Fall victim to it. And like I said, at the end of the day, you will have to pay this woman. So we telling you now, just get rid of. It's like having the car you got in college. Well, it's like, let that car go. It's like you're gonna end up buying a Lamborghini one day. Don't be so worried about that Chrysler 300 you've been driving around college. You talking about putting a new engine in it. No, we're gonna get rid of that and we're gonna get a new car.
No, Travis said, I'm putting a Hellcat engine in that 300. I'm putting Lambo doors on that thing, 22-inch 4Gs on that thing. What you talking about?
Not the 4Gs, no. Oh, the Chrysler 300. Oh,
he got to learn his lesson, just like every other NFL player. He got to learn his lesson. When somebody tell you not to do something, the first thing you're gonna do is dig in. So leave that.
The timeouts are out. The timeouts are out. It's we got a lot to get through tonight, and apparently we got to do it. So the timeouts are out. You got 5 minutes. I'm gonna get back to the video. Hit the like button.
Because, you know, they're pretty much trying to say that he's not a good looking guy. He's ugly. And so the reason why she's with him is because he's an athlete and he's doing very well for himself as an athlete. Okay, let's go to the next comment. Their child together is going to look funny. One thing about it is he ain't lying. Now stop the show. This is somebody giving Travis Hunter props because Travis Hunter is loyal to his woman and he's being faithful to a woman who just happens to be non-black. This is the problem that they're having. Now, if we look here, child, if he marries her, she's going to give him hell, and worse if they divorce. She's already displayed certain behavior. Just don't come back to us. Now stop the show. Here's the issue that I have with, you know, certain sisters like this. I think that it's obvious that a black man that lives in Atlanta, that loves black women, I'm pretty sure that he's tried to date black women before. And you're saying just don't come back to us. But the reality is that a lot of black men do try to start with black women and then it just doesn't work out. So they go to someplace else and you're saying, well, don't come back to us. But it's not like you women found Travis Hunter attractive, just like she obviously didn't say he was his type. So basically, both of y'all don't think it's his type. So if it was that serious, then why didn't the black woman from the black community grab him up when they had an opportunity? He's facially weak anyway. So, okay, he's ugly anyway, so he might as well go ahead on with the other chick. Well, if he was facially weak and with a black woman, would it make any difference? No, he would still be facially weak, right? Let the non-black girl give him hell, and she'll probably take him for half of everything. Okay, so then here's the issue that I also want to have with this comment. So you probably didn't want him if he wasn't going to be Travis Hunter, But since he became something and chose to go another direction, now let that chick give him hell when obviously y'all were not interested because you feel like he's not attractive. Travis, nobody wants you, only the money. Only a face a mother can love. Black women, this ain't our fight. Smiley face. Now, this is interesting because that guy who did that murder by the name of Luigi in New York City, a lot of sisters are going crazy over this guy. But hey, because this ain't our fight, this ain't none of our business, let's leave it alone. I know she calls him the N-word in the hard ER when she's mad. Well, from what I understand, her mom is half black. I'm not sure. So look at this one. He's not a looker, but honestly, she ain't either. At least get a baddie if you're going to pay to play. And this last one, the great Gucci Mane once said, money make you handsome, even if you ugly. So here's what I want to talk about. If black men who want to deal with black women are being told, hey, look, you're facially weak. And again, as a semi-ugly dude, stop the show look better than y'all. That really didn't bother me so much because, again, I'm very charismatic and I have a lot of pookie juice in me. So I was kind of able to overcome a lot of that because of the kind of person that I am. So really looks do matter, and then it really doesn't matter. But again, the younger you are, looks do really matter a lot. So when you 18, 19, 20, if you're not a dude that women can brag about, hey, that's a little bit on you. So what are these men are supposed to do in the black community when you want to be with a black woman and they just don't want you and they're going to friend zone you anyway? And then so you go and get somebody else who doesn't friend zone you and they let you have the opportunity for a relationship, and then you be faithful to them because they gave you an opportunity and you're loyal to them. Now, is that a problem? Because think about it. She was with him when he was in high school, when he didn't have any money. So how many black chicks would have done the same thing that looked like her in the black community? It might not have been none. All right. So when he didn't have anything, he had no promise, anything. They were together in high school. How many sisters would have been there for him? And I'm pretty sure that it could have been, but it's something that you just don't see. So tell me, how many LeBron James stories do we hear of black women just getting with a guy before he has anything and then staying with him? And then, oh, he was ugly, by the way, but I still stay with him anyway. No, that's not what's going on. And then when the brother does get some play from somebody else, now you're upset. Looks like to me it's another case of a missed opportunity. And a lot of black women, sometimes they wait until the guy is, hey, well, if he's not what I want, he needs to go ahead and be rich. And then by that time, somebody else has already grabbed him up. So now you're upset about that when really you had the opportunity, and you have it with you still have it with a lot of black men now. But again, if you're looking for certain things and the guy don't have it yet, and when he does have it, he's going someplace else. Well, you would have made him do the same thing. If he was ugly and all he had was money, you would be like only dating him for his money as a black woman. Okay. You would still not be attracted to him, just like she's doing. So what's the difference? The only difference is she got him and you didn't. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy. Oh, problem?
We are. All right. The net of it. I mean, look at him. He ain't leaving this girl. That's his lady. I mean, will he end up getting divorced, have to pay her millions of dollars? Maybe. That is a strong possibility. Or maybe not. Who knows?
Look, we just wish the best for him. Look, we not up here being pessimistic or, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. No. Observable reality. If I would tell any father and mother out there, if this is Travis is your son and you got this full backstory and you know he about to come into this money, what loving fatherly or motherly advice are you about to give your soon-to-be millionaire, newly Heisman Trophy Award winning son? What you about to tell him? Looking at this woman here with this arm sleeve, like she got too much up on him. Now I think that would change our perspective, but again, it is up to him. Is he gonna leave? That's tough. He ain't leaving. I don't think parents could talk him out of it. It is what it is. She got it.
Yeah, he was on that show. Y'all heard he said, I love my girl. He was on there. He said, when I take pictures with these women, my hands behind me. He said, I don't play that. He said, I love my girl.
I feel, you know what? And let's be clear. There is nothing wrong with a man showing respect and stuff towards his woman Here's the thing, though. All right, hear me clearly. Your respected peers must also acknowledge that that is your woman. If they question whether or not she for the streets or not, and you showing such devotion, it comes across as weak and unhinged. It does. So that's the only thing. If you showing this kind of devotion to a woman, it got to be ironclad that that's your lady. See what I'm saying? It's tough. It's tough.
Well, we've been on the record saying that these athletes are the biggest simps. So I don't know why y'all expectations are so high of, you know, entertainers and rappers and athletes. Those are the biggest simps on the planet, you know, per capita. So
that's true. That's true. You know, being an athlete, I definitely was a big simp, reform simped. Yeah, I'm clean. I'm at least 7 years clean, I think. Yeah, but so I get it. I definitely get it. I got stories for days. But this got to play out. Long story short, it's got to play out. And, you know, with this whole NIL thing, there appears to be, you know, older gentlemen educating these brothers now. So hopefully he'll have a mentor or mentors in this corner that can at least keep an eye on him and his relationship, making sure things don't get weird. That's all. Young men like this coming to all this money and this financial freedom, they just need guidance. Like Gavin said, just because they are super athletes and superior physical specimens don't mean that they got it together and got all the answers. Quite the freaking contrary. A lot of times these amazing brothers, they're what is it? Dang it, their maturity is freaking stifled by living in this atmosphere. You know, I remember coming out of college, and I didn't play in the NFL. Coming out of college and get my first long-term job. I remember I hurt my foot. I was working on the dock, and a nail went up through my boot. And I was so used to anytime I got hurt, trainers running to me and helping me. And I remember sitting on the dock, and I'm like, somebody need to come help me. And my coworker's like, well, fuck, if you don't get up. And like, so I can only imagine how like these guys like Travis Hunter, like, and these other NFL guys, like, I'm telling you, I know from experience, they really don't mature fast enough. And I don't think he's gonna mature fast enough to keep up with her.